even just like the worksheets that we do, like scanning those in so I can upload them here just so I can have them in the future to know that all of these activities and assessments went with this standard. So, and then it just goes down, like I said, we just kind of mapped out trimester 1. This standard we spend a lot of time on. Use addition to find the total number of objects arranged. Second grade is kind of the foundation, so they're ready for multiplication in third grade. So we spend a lot of time on repeated addition. And the same thing over here. I've just started linking their quick checks. And then this is just quick feedback for us. It's 10 questions. It gets sent straight to us, and we can just see kind of where they're at. And then we base our small group data on this information. So if they made it 80 or above, they're in an enrichment group with each other, usually doing just like an enrichment type sheet or maybe like a math center game. And then if they make a 70, well, and really if they're 70 below, they're with me right now. Typically how that would work is like our 70 kids would work in a group together doing like remedial type things. And then below a 69 and below, they're in a small group with me. So right now I still have my middle and my low group with me together. But that is how we base our small groups, is off of what they score on this and their assessments. So that was my artifact for this time around. So, and like I said, we'll still add to this, but this is just kind of where we're at right now because we're kind of in the middle of trimester 1. So that's it in a nutshell.
Very nice. I'm sure that the teachers at your school will appreciate that. Let me see. I don't know if I can. Not sure if it's going to be able to present.
Do you like doing your capstone together?
I think it's made it easier. I think, especially because like sometimes we still don't know exactly what we're doing. So being able to like bounce off of each other, you know, hey, did you understand what? And then our mentors, all 4 of us have our mentors here in-house.
Oh, dang.
So that's been nice to just like bounce back and forth with them and have it close.
Where are you at?
We are all in Hopkins County at Pride Elementary.
Gotcha. That's convenient.
Yeah, it was nice. Originally, my mentor was not in my building, and the other 3 had their mentors here. And I was like, this would be so nice. So mine actually ended up like, I don't think she works for Hopkins County anymore, so she kind of quit doing this too.
Oh.
And then they added me here. So that was
That's awesome.
That's nice. Yeah. For whatever reason, it is not letting me share my screen. It comes up and I can click it and click share, and it says that I can't share my screen. So my artifact is my parking lot, my how are you feeling parking lot. We do this every day. And then I pull certain students. I don't make them put their name on there. I mean, it's just like a poster board. They get a sticky note. They write a color. They write a word. They write a thought. And they stick it up on the how are you feeling. And so I do that first thing in the morning. And I don't ask them to put their name on it, but I try to watch, kind of stand in a place where I can see who puts what up there. And then I pull them, sporadically throughout the morning as my kids are focused on other things or doing morning work. And we discuss what their note card said. So mine, I should have said this, is, again, knowledge of students, making those connections. I don't even know what it's called. Anyways, and then throughout the day, if things change, then they can change out their sticky notes. If they started the morning kind of on a rough note, then as the day goes on, then they can change out the way that they're feeling. But we also talk about what can we do to maybe kind of turn the day around. I don't just pull kids who put down things that might not be on the best note. I also pull kids who said they're happy, happy, happy. I had those before, and I pull them just to make that connection. Hey, what's going on that's made you so happy? Let's talk about it. Would you share that? And sometimes they'll share it. Sometimes, they want to share with the rest of their class. And I've also found, though, that making that connection, one, the kids ask every day, is it parking lot time? Is it parking lot time? Because they love the parking lot. And if we don't do it, they're like, hey, we didn't do the parking lot yet. So again, I'm trying to make those connections like Kobe is with this new group of students. But during the day, sometimes I'll be teaching and I'll be up front and I'll, have my back turned, or I'll be writing, or I watch a child, slip a note on my desk. And I feel like that's helped. Those parking lots have helped because I feel like they know that they can, if they can't say it, they can bring it to me. And that I will do my best to try to help them. So my artifact was a picture of the parking lot, a full parking lot with all the sticky notes, and an audio recording of a conversation with it was with two of the students, one that was having a not so good day and one that was. So it's just, I know I'm kind of getting to know my students a little bit more, and I can make those connections with them and also with the parents as well about some of the things that are put on the sticky notes. So I guess that's it for me.
Yeah, I like that you're making that connection, because a lot of the times the kids feel like no one's listening or no one's, so I think it's good that you take the time to do that. And because sometimes, there's been times where I'm like, I can't talk to you right now. I'll talk to you later. And then, so just like making the time to do that's important.
Yes.
I like it. I think it's awesome. I've never heard of that before. So,
Yeah.
I've heard of like the daily check-in Google form, but I think it's cool that they can change it out throughout the day just based on what time, like how they're feeling. Because I got a lot of kids, they come from a home where their home life's not so good, so their mornings are rough, and then by the time they're around their friends and around their teachers, their days get better.
Right.
And then sadly, it's like it's a circle. So I think that's pretty cool. I like how they can change it out, because like a daily check in, check out, you complete at 8 a.m. every morning. Well, the kid comes from a bad home life, it's going to be a terrible every morning. But then by the afternoons, they're usually in a better mood. So I like that.
Well, one of the things that also it's helped me see, I had one of the kids put up there one day, I'm so hungry. Now, would it really be a feeling? I'm not sure. But those types of things are things, like you said, that we can, even though they had breakfast at school, they might not have had breakfast or, eaten since yesterday at lunch. So I feel like it's a way not only to get to know our students, but to also be able to help them in a capacity that maybe we didn't if I didn't have those notes. All right. Can you hear me? Y'all can hear me?
I turned mine off.
Turn it off. Okay. Do I do window or?
I did that little thing at the bottom that has an arrow pointing up.
Your entire screen?
Yeah.
She won't let me share either. The share button's like grayed out or something. I'm wondering if it has something to do with what browser we're using. Maybe, but that's not going to matter now because you're already in this meeting under that browser.
So I can't share mine. So anyway, like Taylor was saying, we're doing basically the same thing. We just took the priority standards for trimester 1, which was from the MAPS. We did MAPS testing day, like the third day of school. So from that, we used data to come up with a list of priority standards. We also, for third grade, we're doing multiplication first this year. So that was one of the priority standards of on my list that I had to spend, I think, like 4 weeks, which is still not enough time because they are struggling with that. And then they're struggling with subtraction. So for whatever reason, it's really an issue. But so anyway, I just had the same document she had where it had the priority standards and the time frame and the assessment I was going to use to measure it. And then we're just going to go from there to redo for the pacing guide for the entire year is what it is going to be, the end capstone project. So basically it was and then we'll come back to, we'll use the MAPS test again to reassess to make sure that the topic test and then what we've used for that, as well as they've understood the standard, they have been able to understand the standard. So I think I had 4 standards to focus on for the first trimester for the 12 weeks. And that's just what we're going to use as my tool for instruction, plus our new curriculum that we have that's so wonderful. We don't really think so, but that's what we're using. So that's pretty much all I have. So.
Joanna, can I ask you a question real quick?
Mhm.
Jonna, I'm sorry. My apologies. I teach 3rd grade math as well in Hopkins County. So how did your first unit go, module, with our new math curriculum?
We have retaught. We have went back over topic 3. We can't. They're just not ready. They don't. It's a struggle. And like I said, they struggle with subtraction, so they can't. They can't use any strategies because they can't start with basic 10, regrouping, and that's an issue. So we've had to really back up, and like we're still using the program, but we redid topic 3, the whole topic. And so we're trying to start with 4 now, but it's just like it's division. So if they use repeated or subtraction, they can't do it. And it is a mess, really. But
we did topics 1 and 2. I had some friends excel and most of them did not. Mm-hmm. So we too backed up a little bit and are starting kind of with addition and subtraction. So I hope to start topic 3 when we come back from fall break.
Yeah, we're about the same. It's just, it's not going really good. It's not going well at all because it's just a struggle. So I think it's partly that they weren't exposed to it that much as, in class last year. And that was one of the things. And plus changing the whole thing, going, we straight multiplication first is a whole new thing too. So that's kind of made it harder. So I think it's a lot of things combined together. It's just not so good, but we're struggling. But
I taught 3rd grade last year, and the thought of starting with multiplication, I think, is insane. Like, that is crazy to me.
That has been my biggest fear since we adopted this program, was starting with the multiplication. And like they taught times 9 in the first unit or in the first module. I was like, no way, Jose, but I don't know. I didn't write the book, so.
I moved down to 2nd, and it's not any better. Like our first, we're on topic 3 now. So our 2nd topic started 2-digit by 2-digit addition with regrouping. Like some of these kids can't even write their name. 2nd grade, some of them didn't go to school at all last year. So like their last time they were in school was March kindergarten. I mean, and it started with 2-digit by 2-digit addition regrouping. And it's like, what?
Yeah.